Hello everyone, my name is Margo and I will have a presentation about race and ethnicity in Indonesia. So first of all, what is race? Race refers to the concept of dividing people into groups based on various sets of physical characteristics and the process of ascribing social meaning to those groups. It can be differentiated by biological traits, for example, skin tone, hair color or texture, bone structure, and also eye color. Moving on, what is ethnicity? Ethnicity described as the culture of people in a given geographic region, including their language, heritage, religion, and customs. Indonesia has many different races and ethnicity. So, the people who live in Indonesia have different ways of tolerating each of them and the advantages and disadvantages of having them. Next, I'm going to talk about the advantages. The first one is that there are a lot of cultural resources, including archaeological sites and objects, as well as traditional sites and objects used by the indigenous people. The next one is economic development, which is the unity of making more progress, and each person has a value, which makes the development quicker. The next one is learning different views. When you learn about other cultures, you establish new ways of thinking and approaching and solving problems. Next one is learning to accept means that we know that there are many people in this world, so we need to learn to accept each other just the way they are. Moving on to the disadvantages, there will be likely a great chance of ethnicity and race harassment. When someone make offensive and repeated comments to you related to your ethnic or origin. And some ethnic groups will be a minority and they can be treated unfairly. So this is the Indonesian tolerant in the 19th century. The first one is the Youth Congress 1 and 2, which the goal of Youth Congress 1 was to find a way to form a single youth association. This is done to form a center to promote unity and relations between fellow national youth association. The next one is the Youth Pledge, the declaration that proclaimed three ideas: one motherland, one nation, and one language. The last one is Kartini, who is a prominent Indonesian activist who advocates for women's rights and female education. Next is the Indonesian tolerance symbol in the 19th century. The first one is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means that unity in diversity. It is the motto of Indonesia. The next one is Indonesian national anthem, which is Indonesia Raya. It's the national anthem of Indonesia since the proclamation of Indonesian independence on 17 August 1945. The third one is Bahasa Indonesia. It's the official and national language of Indonesia. So this is the Indonesian tolerant in practice. Indonesia is a unique country that has many cultures and traditions. Indonesia has over 300 ethnics with 1,128 tribes. So the key is unity for tolerance in the face of diversity. Moving on, tolerate in a religious life. The law said in 1945 Constitution Article 29 paragraph 2, the states guarantees the freedom of every citizen to embrace their own religion and to worship according to their religion and belief. So how we live in Indonesia is that don't impose our religious beliefs on people of different faith, and don't underestimate or blame other religious belief. Just living our own religion and don't mind others. Next is tolerance of racial and ethnic diversity. Differences don't mean that others are better than us or otherwise. Learn and master one of art and culture in accordance with their interest pleasure. Filter out the foreign culture that goes into the nation of Indonesia. Thank you for listening this presentation.